Want to make your edits more dynamic? In this video, I'll show you how to create a smooth cross zoom that seamlessly zooms from one clip into the next, plus a crazy flash effect in Premiere Pro. For the cross zoom effect, I've placed 3 clips on my timeline. If you want a simple effect, just go to the effects panel and search for cross zoom. Simply drag it between your clips, and you can also adjust the transition duration directly from the timeline. Here's the result. But I'm going to make this effect a little more dynamic. First, I'll work on this clip. I'm going to add a little zoom manually and center the shot properly. Now I'll move the playhead to the starting point and move 10 frames forward. To do that, hold Shift and press the right arrow twice. Here I'll add keyframes for both position and scale. Then I'll hold Shift and press the right arrow 4 more times. After moving another 20 frames forward, I'll increase the zoom a little more to around 70 and make sure the shot is perfectly centered. Now I'll select all the keyframes, right-click, go to temporal interpolation, then click on Ease In. Then I'll select them again and choose temporal interpolation, then click on Ease Out. So now we have a manual zoom at the beginning of the clip. I'll fine-tune the framing a little more here. Now take the cross dissolve transition and drag it between the first and second clips, then increase its duration slightly. Now right where the transition ends on the second clip, I'll move the playhead back by around 2 to 3 frames. Here I'll add keyframes for both position and scale and manually add a little bit of scale. Then I'll move forward around 20 frames and reset both position and scale. This way, as we move into the second clip, we'll get the zoom out from the cross zoom effect followed by the manual zoom out we just created. Again, I'll select all the keyframes, right-click, go to temporal interpolation, then click on Ease In and then apply Ease Out as well. At the end of this clip, I'll add another set of keyframes for position and scale. After that, I'll move forward another 5 frames and increase the zoom slightly again. Finally, I'll go back to the effects panel, grab Cross Dissolve, and place it between the second and third clips. I'll increase its duration slightly as well, so at the end, the clip will zoom in slightly, followed by the transition. Next, on the third clip, I'll increase the scale slightly and properly center the eye in the frame. Now where our transition ends, I'll move the playhead back a few frames. Here, I'll add keyframes for both position and scale. Then I'll move forward around 15 to 20 frames, reduce the scale slightly, and adjust the position to fine-tune the framing. So at the end, as we move from the second clip to the third, we get the cross dissolve transition, followed by a manual zoom out that we've added ourselves. Again, I'll select all the keyframes, right-click, go to temporal interpolation, then click on Ease In and then apply Ease Out as well. And here are the final results. You can also fine-tune the timing, scale, and position based on your footage and adjust the effect however you like. For the flash effect, I've placed my video on the Premiere Pro timeline. First, simply duplicate the clip. To do that, hold Alt and drag the clip 1 track above using the left mouse button. Now select the top layer and go to the Tools panel. Select the Object Mask tool. In the Program Monitor, move your cursor over the object and click with the left mouse button. As soon as you click, you'll see an object mask appear under the Unassigned Mask section. Simply click Track Selected Forward and Track Selected Backward. Premiere Pro will automatically track the object throughout the entire clip. Once the tracking is complete, right-click on Object Mask 1 and select Change to Opacity Mask. Next, go to the Effects panel and search for Dip to White. Drag it onto both the top and bottom clips at the beginning. Then trim the bottom clip slightly from the beginning. And now our basic flash effect is ready. But let's make it a little more dynamic. I'll go back to the effects panel and search for camera shake. Then I'll drag it onto the second clip. Now I'll move the playhead to the point where the flash appears in the background. In the camera shake effect, I'll add a keyframe for master and set its value to 0. Then I'll move forward around 5 frames and set the master value to 100. After that, I'll move another 5 frames forward and bring the master value back down to 0. I'll do the same for motion blur. I'll add a keyframe here and set its value to 0. Then I'll move to the middle keyframe and increase the motion blur to around 56. Finally, I'll go back to the starting keyframe and set it back to 0. And now, our effect is ready. You'll get a subtle camera movement and shake in the background right as the flash hits, which makes the effect feel much more dynamic and impactful. That's all for today's tutorial. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more informative tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.